I came up with the story based on the character Billy, played by a very good friend of mine named Pauly D, who was also the executive producer of the film, who I found to be a very natural actor, a true thespian, you might say. We were up at his mountain house one weekend with a group of friends, and Paul would always put on this hillbilly character to make all of us laugh, and he would do it with such truthfulness that I said, hey, we should make a movie out of that character. Paul has been playing this character for about 20 years, so one day he finally decides to make the movie, but to do it with very little money, which was a challenge. I first had to think of all the things he owned so I can put it into the story so I did not have to pay for locations for any vehicles. Paul owned the airplane, mountain house, and limo. That was one way that I was able to save a lot of money and add production value to the film. The other challenge was getting name actors in the film, because without name actors and a low budget, it would be very hard to sell the movie. I'm one of those directors that look at the business side of things first. I look at the size of the budget and what type of movie to make in order to fit that budget that will have a high chance in making a profit, because it's so difficult to really make a movie and making profit out of it. Since I am a director and a producer, I have to balance the creative side and the financial side of the process. I truly believe it is much harder to make a low budget movie than a studio movie. You know, with a studio movie, you hire the best people on your team and you make the movie. When you're doing a low budget movie, you have to ask for favors, you have to deal with non-professionals most of the time because you have no money to pay a professional crew, so my support team is not all there. You know, making a movie is like going to war. You will always have obstacles. It is a given. You know, the challenge is looking at the problem and solving them in the most positive manner. The original story of this film was just a straight thriller about a sniper hunting down a woman for money, but because of complications with actors, the movie starts to get manipulated that I then have to make changes to save the movie. The original script was not what the movie turned out to be. Billy's character was never supposed to be a ghost, but I only had 60 minutes of the movie and I needed to extend the movie to about 90 minutes in order to sell it. I edited this film with an award-winning editor named Dennis Verklo, who told me the most interesting person in the movie was Billy's character. I had to somehow elaborate on that character to extend the movie, so I ended up with two genres, a sci-fi film and thriller. I always wanted to make a film with a positive ending. The media is such a powerful medium that I have a responsibility to at least have a positive message in all the films, even though I am supposed to make a movie about killing. When you do a low-budget movie, it is less of a risk to make a horror movie or a thriller movie. Your chances of making a profit is much higher than doing any other genre.